Gerard, thanks for sitting down with me today. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Germain's has been in the seed business, seed treatment business since 1871.
Correct.
Some experience.
Absolutely.
Some experience. And over that time, we've certainly seen our ups and downs and trials and tribulations. What do you see right now as the number one opportunity and maybe even also the number one threat?
Certainly, you know, we're very proud of the history we've had since 1871. We've worked with the industry for a long time, and we're looking forward to continue working with the industry. When you look at opportunities and threats, you know, there's many things in the marketplace. We see the industry at the minute is very changeable and dynamic, and we clearly see that as providing us many opportunities in terms of trying to service the customers. One of the important things is to anticipate what the needs of the customers are, and then to meet the needs of the customers. And we really look forward to continuing that for another 150 years. What
do you think needs to change in the minds of government regulators to actually get on side with engaging and promoting and helping to sustain the seed industry?
Well, I think one of the big things is the continued and maybe enhanced working practices with the industry and with the government. Really, it's about anticipating the needs, evaluating the needs, and then looking to see how you meet those needs in the future, but making sure that it meets all the stakeholder requirements.
Right. We work in a very regulated industry. Some would say over-regulated industry. Regulation is important. We all completely understand that. Is there something that the seed industry needs to do, in your opinion, to help facilitate that dialogue? Well,
I think it's very important, as I said, to continue to work with the government agencies, help with the understanding, help with the explanations, and to jointly work on the solutions to all the problems that are coming up.
The seed treatment, by definition, started off as a pretty narrow scope. Now seed treatment, seed enhancements have become a pretty wide swath. Can you talk a little bit about that? How do we see that continuing to evolve? Where are we at with it? Yeah.
You know, certainly from the start, we at the Germain's organisation looked, and clearly we prime, we pellet, we add the health treatments, we film coat. So we really see that synergistic effect across all of those things is really beneficial, and it's understanding how the balance of those can meet what the needs of the industry are, and also for the future customer needs as well. So it's very important.
So Germain's has a somewhat unique perspective in that they have their hands in all of those
areas.
Pieces.
Sure.
Yeah. How does that make it better for your customer? What's the advantage, or where's the...
Yeah, certainly. I mean, as I was saying, you know, we can look at the optimization of those things. Sometimes the priming is better with a certain pellet, is better with a certain health treatment. So it really is finding what that synergistic balance is, so that it can really meet what the performance requirements for the specific stakeholder within the chain are.
Right. So if I ask you to look into your crystal ball, what do you see coming down the line?
Do you know there's more of these things in terms of regulations? Clearly, we need to work closely with the government agencies to make sure those regulations meet the needs of all the stakeholders in the chain. So it really is finding that optimum balance so that we can meet the requirements of everybody.
As I understand, you folks recently opened up a new research facility in UK. That's always a fantastic addition to the program. What's going to be the focus of the research?
Sure, you know,
particular centre.
So within the globe, we currently have 3 research centres. This is our 4th. So this is what we're naming our fundamental research. So this is looking at the science of the seed, really understanding what the potential of the seed is. Right. If you can understand the potential of the seed, you can then see the best way in which you can treat that seed.
Right. Was there a strategic thinking behind choosing that specific location?
Yeah, I mean, certainly it's at the Norwich Research Park, and within that park it's a new facility. We're in the Centrum organisation, and really around there is becoming the hub for the agricultural sector in the UK. Within there's organisations such as the John Innes Centre, University of East Anglia. So it really is becoming a hub for scientific thought.
And you mentioned 3 centres. Where are the other 2 centres?
So we have a research centre in the UK.
Yeah.
Already. We have a research centre which is just north of Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and we have one in the US as well.
All right. Whereabouts is it in the US?
It's in a place called Gilroy in California.
California, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
I've been. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Germain's a certified seed treatment site.
Sure.
Right. ESTA program is a big topic of conversation here in Vienna, will continue to be.
Sure.
How or why is that program important, what Germain's is doing?
I mean, it's certainly important, you know, the ESTA program that came through in terms of the professional application of the insecticidal treatments is, as we've seen in the press, very key right now for the dust and for other protocols as well. And we're certainly proud because we like to offer the customers we have the best quality product we can. So it really is about the quality of the product. It certainly is, we're very proud that we were the first in the UK to receive the accreditation. Within August, we got accreditation for the site in the Netherlands as well. So clearly we're now looking to complete that with working the accreditation for our site in Spain. It's very important that we have the whole sites in Europe which fall under that banner.
All as part of the program?
Correct.
Right, excellent. What does ESTA actually accomplish? What does it accomplish for Germain's? I understand what it accomplishes for the industry. What does it accomplish for Germain's?
You know, certainly for us, it allows us to show our confidence to the customers that we're meeting the regulations, that we are, you know, providing a quality product which they can use in the marketplace.
Right. Does it also create a scenario of trust? I think that we seem to talk a lot about trust within our sector, and there's not enough information out in the world about what we do. So I think that the accreditation, does it bring some of that into the program?
Certainly. I mean, it's very important that we have standards, and it's very good just because those standards are then universal. Right. So you know when someone meets those standards, they've hit the regulations, etc., etc. So it provides the confidence and the trust in the marketplace as well. Right.
So if you get to pluck off one opportunity, we've all had some great dialogue over the last couple of days here in Vienna at ESA. If you get to plug off the biggest opportunity that you see within the seed industry right now, what do you think it is?
Do you know, it's sometimes hard just because there's different requirements for the different people who we talk to. It really is, it's a great thing to be here. You get to speak to lots of people, so you get to generate lots of ideas. You get to see really what the needs and the requirements are. So it really is an overall thing for me.
Excellent. And I think the sentiment here has been incredibly positive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what, 900 strong?
Certainly, it's very, very good.
The European seed sector is in great shape.
It certainly is helping with the overall industry, I would agree.
Right, excellent. Thanks again for sitting down with me, Gerard. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.